Hello, hi there, lovely Virgos. Do hope that you are well, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and how I work is I work with my spirit guides. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. And welcome to my channel. And this is your love forecast for June 2017. And how I work is I work with my spirit guides. That's how I do all of my readings, and they're here through me to give you some insight and some guidance as you navigate through your love life for June. And I have to say, I have to start this reading this way for you guys, because we are until about the 9th of June in a very, very kind of like nothing is moving kind of energy. So if you're feeling that, that energy around you right now, please know that it will pass. So anything you're trying to launch, get sort of the momentum for, that it isn't starting to work for you, just keep pushing, because you will get there in the end. So that will apply to anything. Writer's block, not being able to get your words out. It's all part of this energy right now. And I say that because in particular, what I'm being shown by my spirit guides is in your first week of June, which really will be around from about the 5th of June, you're doing a lot of time looking backwards. Whether you're single or whether you're in a connection, you're very, very much looking at basically what disappointments you've had in a connection, what it is that you've liked and what it is you did not like, more importantly. And so you're doing a lot of pondering, particularly if you're single. If you're not single and you're in a connection, or if you are waiting or hoping that somebody will return, it is in that week that they are thinking about how they could be better for you or how they can put something right. So that basically in that first week, there's a lot of thought storms going on that are all about reflection, that are all about wanting better. But the way to move forward is to recognize the patterns of the past, whether you're single or not. And also, if you're single, part of your experiences is to basically look at what you don't want versus what you do want, but also looking at your own lifestyle and saying, actually, can I accommodate somebody else in my life? Because it feels to me that you don't want to be adjusting yourself for other people at this moment in time, because you're kind of tired of doing that. You kind of want to find the balance so that somebody fits in with you, and not that you are giving all of yourself to somebody with nothing coming back. So that's one of the most important criteria. And very similarly, if you're in an existing connection, new or long term, or if you're waiting for somebody to come back, basically, and I have to say, because they're saying it like that, please expect somebody to step back, basically. But basically, it feels to me that your conditions in that relationship or somebody coming back is that you need them to know your new rules, your new checklists, your new way of being, things that you don't want. And if they're able to do it, that's great. And even in a long-term relationship where that other person is now considering more and how there could be better balance, because it feels to me for some Virgos in long-term connections, there hasn't been quite the right balance, like the other person's head has been elsewhere. They haven't been thinking about the relationship. Now they start to think about it. Now they want to see, how can we bring better balance? What can I do now for you? Because in a way, you've probably allowed them some space to do something and they've got carried away with it and they've forgotten about little old you. Well, don't worry, in that first week, that's where it comes back into play, where they are much more able to give better balance to you. In the second week, again, whether you are in a relationship or not, you seem to be doing something like almost like looking at your whole past relationships, almost like documenting it, like almost what I call looking at your life script. Looking at your life script to where it has come so far, and then getting a pen out and saying, you know what, I'm now writing my own life script. I'm writing it my way when it comes to my love life. And these things are not going to be included, and anybody who wants to offer me that kind of stuff is not on my radar. But also, if you're in a connection, you're making a new list to present almost to your partner to say, these are the things I need. Can you meet these needs? And lucky for you, because they're also in the right headspace, they're pretty much saying, yes, thank you for the list, because I knew I needed to give something back, and I'm glad that I know what it is, because I can do something, I can bring that balance in. So basically, overall, there's better communication around both needs being met, which then makes you both feel very, very happy. So it's like, see it like spring cleaning, but very last minute. So in the third week, you're no longer feeling like you need to look backwards, that you can look forward. You're not feeling stuck, which is really in line, because by that time, we've gone past our full moon, which is in Sagittarius. We've got Jupiter going forward again. It's no longer in retrograde, which means you've got this free flowing, this optimism, this good luck time in all areas of your life, but particularly in love life. And it feels to me that you start to feel like you want to feel a bit joyous and spending more quality time and more really, really good quality time. So there's lots of doings of stuff together. And if you're single in that week, again, you may choose to be active in your dating scene that week, but I would recommend probably the fourth week. But I just get you feeling content because you know who you are and what it is that you want. In the fourth week, now I have to say in particular for those of you who are waiting for somebody to come back, and if they haven't come back by that point in the fourth week, they definitely will. That's when they kind of charge forward. Romantic, high hopes. Pretty much, if you said to them, hop on one foot, they would say, how high? That is the time when you have the opportunity to either accept or not accept somebody stepping back into your life, to make that decision. But it will be easy for you to do because they'll be able to do it based on what they say, but also their actions, because they're willing to prove it quite quickly. They're willing with open hands to take your new list, your new rules, and to say, yep, I can do that and I'm going to do it. And I am going to do it. And you're feeling like your wishes have come true. And that also will be the same in the last week if you're in a long-term relationship, that, you've already given them your list, probably in week 2. But in week 4, my God, with speed, they are ticking off that list. They are doing, they're doing everything. If you said, let's have date nights, tick, it's been done. If you said, please fix, that dripping tap that I've been asking you about for about a year, tick, it's done. You're feeling really good. You're feeling really whole, really communicating, really everything in that last week, which is very much, again, in line with the optimism and the speed and the flow that comes with Jupiter going forward and moving forward and no longer in retrograde. Pretty much in the last week, if you have any extra wishes, it's that week you can answer it. And if you're single, that's the best week to be meeting somebody. It's almost like you're attracting the very thing that you've been desiring because you thought about it. And our thoughts create our future, our perception. And the universe wants to align you to what it is that you're thinking about the most. So get thinking positive, get your wishes in order, and do it in the methodical way that it's been shown to me, and all will be well. So that was it from me and my spirit guides. I do hope that that's been helpful for you today. And if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comment section, because I'd love to hear from you all. Or if you'd like to have a personal reading, just look at the links below and you can find out how. All my readings start from as low as $6.99, or well, in dollars it's around about $10. So I do hope that's helped you all today. Take care. I've been better. Bye-bye.